Hello, everyone. My name is Meredith, aka the Betterment Babe, and today I want to do a deeper dive on one of the topics that I talk about um, in my free guide, Betterment 101. If you have not downloaded that, what are you waiting for? The link to do so is in the show notes. Um, and essentially, that is my jumpstart guide to bettering yourself, creating the life of your dreams. And this, what I want to talk about today, takes one of those topics and just goes a little bit deeper because this action that I'm about to talk about was extremely beneficial for me in starting my journey um, and ever since, really. So, that is the practice of creating space for the magic to happen. Um, some people might consider it like spring cleaning. For me, it's spring cleaning with a purpose, really. It is very intentional. There's a reason behind it. Um, so, the reason why it's so important to create space is, without getting too into the physics or the quantum physics or the science behind this, because science was never really my forte. Um, in essence, everything in our worlds is made up of energy, including us. Um, Obviously, the mental, emotional energy that's invisible that we all seem to understand, but then the fact that physical things, this is also energy. It's solid, but it's energy. Um, everything comes down to the atom, right? And the charge that's within the atom, and so that's all energetic. Things can be, when you hear things can be magnetized to you, that's a real thing, right? But the problem is, if there's no space in your area, um, there's really no space for this new energetic, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, to come into your life. So, step one, start making room. So, for me, the thing that I started with, because my initial goal was money related, I started with the areas that related to that. So I cleaned out my wallet, I cleaned out my closet, I cleaned out my drawers, um, I cleaned out my car. All these areas that I spent the most time in, that had to do, like, for example, my car. I'm in my car every single day for a long time, going to and from work. Um, so that's an area where, I'm brainstorming, and that's an area that I want to be open for inspiration to hit me. And in fact, that was the place where the inspiration to start the Betterment Babe hit me. I was driving home from work, and so clearing out spaces. And so I chose those areas because my goal had to do with money. But it can go whatever you're looking to manifest. Think about what area of your life that correlates to. So, for example, if you're looking to improve your health and your wellness and your fitness, then maybe you start with your kitchen. You start with your fridge, your pantry, your cabinets, um, even going through and, like, looking at your flatware and your utensils. Like, do you have random things that you never use, but they're just sitting in your cabinet for what? Take them out, make room. Are you looking to better yourself at work? Um, then you start with your work area, your office, your desk, your drawers in your desk. Are you looking to manifest a new car? Then you start with your garage. You start with your existing car. Make sure that's pristine. And you get what I'm saying, right? You make room for what you want to come into those specific areas. Um, this can also extend into, for example, if you're looking to manifest a partner, a relationship. Could you emotionally be holding on to baggage from a previous relationship? And that goes, obviously, is going to go a little bit deeper into your self-awareness and figuring that out, because a lot of times we don't even know if we're still holding on to somebody that used to be in our lives. And so it takes a little bit of detective work, personal detective work. And there's a lot of ways that you can go about doing that. But letting go, forgiving that person if you're still harboring some sort of resentment or sadness from how the previous relationship ended, really finding ways to emotionally let that go, to create a void for new relationship to flow in. I wanted to bring up a quote. If you have not read, by the way, Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, go read it right now. It's great. It's like a Bible for self-development. It's fantastic. And I've read this over a decade ago, and recently, in this journey, have reread it, and it's just phenomenal. So I highly recommend it. So he talks about also making space for something new, and he actually gives 25 ways to do that in his book. But I came across a chapter that I wanted to just read because I feel like it describes it really well. When we don't throw away clutter and items we no longer need, it's as if we don't trust our ability to manifest the necessary abundance in our lives to buy new ones when we need them. But incompletes like this keep that very abundance from showing up. We need to complete the past so that our present has the space to show up more fully. And I really liked that because that, I feel, touches more on the mental and emotional, um, aspects of clearing that space, more so than the physical. But they're both important. Even things from, like, here we go, electronics. We all do most of our work from our computers and our phones. So make sure when you open up your computer that your desktop doesn't have like 50,000 icons on it. Clean them out, organize, put them in folders, keep your desktop clean and fresh so that when you open up your screen, you're not all of a sudden like overwhelmed without even going into your programs. And the same thing with your phone. Put things in folders. I mean, I can't even tell you what my computer and my phone looked like before I did this process. It was so inundated with the icons and the apps that at some point I was immune to it. I didn't even realize it. My husband would yell at me every time you open the computer, "Why does it look like this?" And when I say yell, you understand, I'm being dramatic. "Why does it look like this? This is like terrible." Okay, okay, yeah. But no, he was right. It was terrible. And it's such a different feeling when you open up your screen and it's just your background, whatever your picture is. Mine's my kids, and I can actually see them now, which is fantastic. Um, so those are other areas that, especially if you're looking to better yourself in work or money wise, because again, those are two areas, where you're checking your bank accounts. A lot of us, most of us, I think, do electronic banking. So we are pulling up checking on our phone or our computer. I was even making sure, and I still do this now, even though my initial sort of chapter is closed, but I was making sure that no mail was sitting in my mailbox. I was always taking that out every single day, making sure that it was fresh and empty so that new mail could fill it, because, you never know where you're getting money from. You never know. When you start your manifestation journey and it has to do with money, the whole idea is that you're not dictating how you're getting that money, right? So leave it open. You never know if you're going to get a check sent to you from some random source that you never even thought of. So things like that, paying attention to areas like that, making sure that things just weren't stagnant anywhere. Um, I even got sage, which was so new for me. I didn't even know how to like light it when I first got it. It was just super awkward, but I ended up saging my car. Um, and I was going to sage my house, but I haven't yet coordinated a time where the kids aren't here because it has a smell, and I feel like that's a process. But sage is known for sort of clearing out stale, stagnant energy. And I know people who use it daily. Um, so that's something that's easy to get, inexpensive, and just another way to kind of clear the energy. Um, and I definitely suggest starting with specific areas of your house and your life. If you can do it all in one fell swoop, that's incredible. And I'm totally jealous. But it is definitely much more manageable to take a chunk and accomplish, one or two rooms one weekend and then the next, and so on and so forth. But if you can do it all at once, that's incredible, and congratulations. Um, so that's actually what my husband and I are working on today. Um, our parents have taken the kids so that we kind of have some free time to go hard on all these areas that just get overlooked day to day. So today, so far, I've done both my kids' rooms, cleared out all of the clothing that doesn't fit anymore, have bags to donate, just a lot of organization, a lot of trying to create space for some new goodies. So I've done that. I'm working on my room as we speak. I'm definitely in the process right now, so that's probably why I'm starting to like think about what I have to go back to do after this. Um, but the feeling that you get when you accomplish this deep clean, this creating space for magic, there is a physical weight that will be lifted that you will feel, even if you didn't realize that you had a weight to begin with. Because it is an unload of energy. Um, and there's so many benefits for your mind just to be decluttered. I mean, when you walk into a room and just stuff's everywhere, you know that feeling. Like I'm already making the facial expressions. It's like you walk in and you're just like, oh. But when you walk in, it's clean and it's like open and it's not littered with things. I mean, you want to be in that room, right? Like you're attracted to that room because we are energy and we just want to be where there's space that's welcoming us. So today, if you can, or tomorrow, or whenever you next have time, I highly suggest doing some sort of clearing out of space. However small that you are comfortable with or that you have time with, even just start with your closet, you guys. It will make you feel so good. And it's kind of addictive because once you start with one area and you feel how good you feel, then you really want to start doing the other areas. And you can take your time with it. It doesn't have to be all at once, little by little. And it's not a one-time thing, right? So you do your deep clean, and then a couple months later, do it again. Keep creating the space for the amazing things to come into your life, because they will, if they have the space to fill. So thank you for listening. Again, if you want to learn more about, I'm sorry, my hair is on this microphone. I hope that didn't mess it up. If you want to learn more about what practices have helped me so significantly in my own betterment journey, I highly recommend you download my free guide. It's a workbook. There's questions and opportunities for journaling and reflecting. And I think you'll find it really helpful to kind of get you jump started in this whole process. Again, the link is down below, and please make sure to like and subscribe because this blog goes out every week and I will be sharing more tips, tricks, obviously my Better Minute ideas. And I really appreciate you being here. And I will see you next week.